Hi everyone. I hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter place value and number sense. The lessons we're going to cover today are here I'm on grade 5 math. Let's just start with the lesson place values and number sense. Let's just start with the lesson that is place values. You hear the following number 300, 3609. So how do you write this number using digits? We need to make a place value chart. So that is 3609. So we are not given with the tens. So that means the tens digit would be 0. Let's just start with the test questions. What is 3000 plus 200 plus 20 plus 5? So basically, that is the expanded form of the digits. 3000 means 3 is the digit that is at the thousands position. Then 202 is at the hundred position. Then 22 is at the tens position. And 5 is at the 1. So the digit together they make is 3225. Option number 1 is the correct option. What number has 5,000s, 800, 110, and 3 ones? So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option, that is 5813. What number has three hundreds, one fewer 10 than hundreds, and no ones? So, which is the correct option? 3 tens, one fewer 10. So, one fewer 10 than 100 means the 100 digit is 3. One fewer means 3 minus 2, that 3 minus 1, that is 2. And no ones means 0, that is 320. Very good. Okay, in 6532, which digit is in the tens place? So, which is the correct option? Three is at the tens place. Very good. Option number two is the correct option. You can make the place value chart and keep them in your mind. 9 thousands plus 100 plus 6 tens plus 9 ones. So the digit they make is option number one is the correct option. 9169. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, that is convert between place values. Okay, 91 is equal how many tens? 91 means 9 tens. Let's just start with the test questions. 8 10,000 equal how many hundreds? 8 10,000 equal 800 thousands. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. 500 equal how many tens? So in 100 we have 10 tens, right? So 500 means we have 50 tens. Option number 1 is the correct option. 31 is equal how many tens? 31 equal 3 tens. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 10,000 equal how many ones? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 20,000. 90,000 equal how many 10,000? 90,000 equal 910,000. The correct option is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4,000 ones equal how many thousands? That equals 4,000. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 610,000. 6,000 tens equal how many 10,000? Six thousand tens equals 610,000. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is compare numbers up to billions. Okay, some truck drivers wrote down how far they each drove in the past month. Who drove the most minutes? Most miles. So you have to select the That is 4,822. That is the most miles. Let's just start with the test questions. Which sign makes the statement true? So you have to compare the numbers. How do we compare? 93 with they both numbers are exactly equal. 93,626 and 93,626, they both are exactly equal. A button factory tracked the number of buttons made each month. In which month did the factory make most buttons? So you have to compare the numbers. Let's just look at the most digit that is at the highest place value 9. They all are exactly equal. The second one is 6, 9, 6, 9. So 99,837 is the most one. That would be in June. The correct option is June. Okay, some truck drivers wrote down how far they each drove in past month. Who drove the most miles? So you need to find out the one who drove the most. So look at the digits that are at the highest place value. They all are 4. Now look at the digits that are at the hundreds position 2, 4, 4, 8. 8 is the highest number among all. So 4,822 is greater than the rest of the numbers. Got it? 4,822 is the most. Option number Irma, option number 3 is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? Which sign makes the statement true? So 8191 is greater than 2191. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, that is word names for numbers. How do you write this number using digits? 3283. So basically, that's how we read the numbers, right? So 3000s, 200s, 83. So the digit they make together is 3, 2, 8, and 3. Let's just start with the test questions. How do you write this number using digits? 6000s. So we are given just a thousands digit, right? So that means the rest of the digits are 0. So that is 6000 option number. 1 is the correct option, 6000 it is. How to write this number using words 2030? That's how basically we read the number, right? That is option number 1 is the correct option, 2030. How do you write this number using words 409? That is 409. Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write this number using digits? 7,493. 7,430. 493, which is the correct option. Seven thousand 493. Option number 3 is the correct option. How do you write using digits? 800. So we are given just the hundreds in it, right? Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 5 math. Chapter we were working on is place values and number sense. The lessons we have covered. Today are place values, convert between place values, compare numbers up to billions and word names for numbers. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can see live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.